Hi, we're here today at the Business Startup Show with one of our exhibitors. We've got Gary Mercury from InBay. Hi Gary, thanks for being with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. So firstly, can you tell us about InBay? Who are you and what do you do?
Okay, basically InBay are an IT support company. We've been around for near enough 10 years, servicing businesses, so basically business-to-business customers. And basically people have been, employees of those companies have been coming to us for quite some time and saying they'd like some consumer support as well, jobs at home for them personally.
Okay.
So we've recently expanded into the consumer market and helping people in their homes and people with their own personal computers. But it's quite an interesting story. The two managing directors started off as two guys just on their mopeds going around and servicing people, and it's grown into a wonderful, fantastic, innovative business.
Excellent. Why? Because you're obviously presenting here, you're exhibiting at our show. Our major audience here are people starting a business or people who are growing their own small business. What services can you offer to this audience?
We can help with repairs, with network problems, just linking. People have so much technology nowadays, whether it's mobile devices, tablet computers, and they just basically want all of these things to work, with some
streamlined.
They don't necessarily need to know how it works; they just want it to work, and that's what we're here for. We basically simplify everything. There's no jargon. There's no pushy sales. From the first contact all the way through to the end of a job, we take full ownership and full responsibility for what we're doing. We have many delighted customers.
So you mentioned, the origins of the company just being a couple of guys on mopeds going out and meeting and greeting the customers in their own homes. Where do you see InBay going over the next 5 years? What's your direction?
Okay. Basically, we're seeing computing moving away from being locked down to a box in the corner of an office to more mobile devices, things like iPhones and Blackberries that we're all familiar with. And these devices are allowing us to make presentations, to take dictation, to access emails from all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah.
Also, there's an increase in cloud computing, which is also moving away from the dull beige box in the office. People are being able to access software and data and services once again from anywhere in the world. And basically our aim is to help them in that process, and help them simplify things.
Yeah, you explained it really well. You hear a lot about cloud computing, but I'm often just a bit unsure. So it's basically being able to going away from having your hard drive and being attached to it all the time,
exactly.
But having all your programs, all your information stored, and being able to access it from home, from holiday, things like that. So
exactly.
So you'll be helping business people.
Because the problem we have is that the regular hard drive will fail at some point in time. It's just how long would it last for? Would it last for a year? Would it last for 5 years?
It's such a worry, isn't it? All your information.
Yeah, and so cloud computing is a way of bypassing that whole failure equation that doesn't come into it.
Lowering the risk.
And you can access your data, as I said, from anywhere on multiple devices as well. So,
excellent.
It's really the way forward.
So you'll be, as InBay, you'll be sort of specialising in this?
Yeah.
How does that,
Quite frankly, I don't see, some people say that cloud computing would take away from some of our services or maybe dig into some of our services. But we think it's quite important that your IT support company can help you embrace these changes and just simplify things and make it so much easier for you to get along with.
you see there are so many different IT firms. Obviously, you do a check on Google, and a million will come up. Why should a small business person turn to you guys rather than someone who they've just found on the internet or?
Well, it's basically that we basically find solving and resolving challenges. It gets us going. It's something that gives us a buzz. We like to get down into the nitty gritty and resolve issues. And on top of that, we do it in a way that's understandable to the customer. I think all of us at the company pride ourselves in wanting to break down that misconception that technology is complicated and has to be complicated.
Yeah.
And we just want to move away from that.
Yeah, that's such. That's a big help for SMEs who are, they've got a million other things to worry about.
Yeah, totally.
If a company can come in and just, we'll take care of this, we'll streamline your processes. That's a big advantage.
Just simplify it, and rather than just nodding and okaying to some guy who spouts jargon at you, there'll be some clarity. You can see the recognition in people's eyes as opposed to them glazing over. So. That's what we aim to do, just basically simplify things and get you going and get you started.
Well, I hope I haven't glazed over today, Gary.
No, you haven't.
So thank you very much for your time. It's been interesting, finding out more about what you do.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.
Take care.
That's Gary Mercury from InBay.